Hello everyone, I'm Aileen Lien, and today I'm going to introduce you a logical problem of expressing in rhetorical fallacy called hasty generalization. And it belongs to one of the faulty generalization and is also known as illicit generalization and leaping to the conclusion. And just as implied in the name, to generalize means to make a statement or conclusion based on specific cases. And hasty means to done in a hurried way. So hasty generalization means that we're taking not enough cases, not enough facts to make a sweeping statement about what is usually true. And which means that when the generalization is drawn from a sample which is too small or select, then the conclusion just isn't valid. And here's an example for the Chinese idiomatic phrase called blind people touch the elephant, 瞎子摸象. And it is said that in the ancient China, there was an emperor who wanted to search for fun, and therefore he gathered 4 blind people and an elephant. And the emperor places the blind people to different places, asks them to touch the elephant, and then describe what does the elephant look like. And the one who touches the elephant's foot claimed that the elephant is like a tree. And the one who touches the elephant's tail said that the elephant it looks like a rope. And then the one who touches its trunk said that the elephant looks like a pipe. And finally, the 4th one touches the elephant's ear, and he said that the elephant looks like a big fan. The 4 blinds all make the mistakes of collecting not enough data to make their statements, and they all fall prey to the hasty generalization. Okay, so here's another example for hasty generalization, and this is a part from the American author called Robert Parker, and it's part of this in his book called 6 Skills. I had always thought that Cambridge, in the vicinity of Harvard, might have had the most umbrellas per capita of any place in the world. People use them when it snowed. In my childhood, we used to think people who carried umbrellas were sissies. It was almost certainly a hasty generalization, but I had never encountered a hard argument against it. Yeah, and it is in his content. And of course, this commits the fallacy of hasty generalization, but what I'm going to say is that sometimes in some cases, bias might be attached to hasty generalization. Okay, so here's a personal experience of myself, like 2 years ago when I first got into NCCU as a freshman, and luckily, as being a Taipei citizen since I was little, I don't have to move all the way from different counties or cities to go study forward. And after a few months of getting along with my friends all over Taiwan, I then realized that some of them had fall to the faulty generalization against people living in Taipei. They claim that the people in Taipei are all more ignorant, unfriendly, and defensive against people. But it turns out that they might not have sufficient experience to get along with people in Taipei and learn more about them, or they just simply believe that some insufficient people's comments on people in Taipei. And this also fall prey to the rhetorical fallacy of hasty generalization. Hasty generalization is one of the most common rhetorical fallacy that people might fall prey to, and we often commit hasty generalization because of laziness and sloppiness that we failed to collect enough cases, facts, and data. It is very easy to just simply leap to the conclusion, and it's much harder to collect enough sample and data and to draw the justified conclusion. Thus, to avoid this fallacy, all we need to do now is take care of the example that is larger enough and representative enough. And keep in mind that think twice, think carefully before you make a conclusion.